right. It's our first virtual open house. So thank you again for joining us. The goal is again to share out what we're doing, but also give you a sneak peek of what's coming up this year and what's going to be coming up next year as well, which I know we're all excited about. So like I said, we'll just do member introductions since we do have a lot of new folks kind of introducing the board of directors, and then you guys will have time to connect amongst yourself because networking is very important to what we do. We'll do breakout sessions, have a little bit of break. Obviously, we are all social workers, mental health providers in this space in some way. So take care of what you need to take care of today. You know, it's a weekend. We don't always get time to have some respite. So do what you need to do. We'll do speed networking, which came out of the 2020 summit, where we broke up into little groups of like 2 people and connected real fast. And then we switch over. So that's always a fun time to connect with our peers. And then at the end, we will have some discount codes for you guys as a thank you for attending. And we'll also share out some plans for our 2026 summit. So stick around for that. And I'll pass it over to Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I am the secretary for the board, and I am a licensed clinical social worker. I recently ended a position with at a shelter in Chicago as a Pets for Life coordinator and accepted a role as a veterinary social worker for Blue Pearl. My background is in child welfare primarily, and then I switched over to animal welfare and veterinary social work, and am very excited to be here. So the next thing that we're going to go into is introductions with our new board of directors. We accepted individuals in new positions in January, so they are going to go over information of the programs that they are directing and introduce the work that they are doing as well.
Yeah, all right. So my name is Matt Gualiardo. I am the treasurer. I just recently, actually back in December, I finished my Master of Social Work. I have worked for a local SPCA near me, and I'm located in the United States, up in upstate New York, so kind of near Ithaca, if any of you are familiar with Cornell University. That's like 40 minutes away from me. And I've worked in higher education. I've worked for, I also have been with my SPCA for 10 years. And after finishing my Master of Social Work in December, I've been working as a school-based therapist, and then still remain on staff with my SPCA as a community educator. And this summer, now that school is over, my high school and middle schools are all out. I will be doing like veterinary social work light, I'm calling it, for my for my SPCA. Yeah, thrilled to have gotten involved with this organization so quickly, and yeah, it's a pretty good group. So, but we'll go into next. We'll talk a little bit about cash flow. So, where does our money come from, and where does it go? So our main sources of income are membership dues and then sponsorships. So the continuing education, registration fees, we do get some income from that to help support what we're doing. And then summit registration fees. And then we also have a bonfire store on our website. That if you're interested in getting merch at all, like t-shirts that is branded, then that comes to us too. So check out our bonfire store. But then the expenses going out, we have our web tools and more admin stuff. So our website, our Zoom account, the membership management tool right now is surprisingly one of the more expensive things. So once we are building a new website, and once that is up and running, then we'll be able to potentially get rid of the current membership management tool for another one, so we'll save a lot of money there. And then there's continuing education brokers. So in order for us to be able to give continuing education credit, we have to pay a broker. So while we have the program registration fees, we really don't make a whole lot from that because a chunk of it goes to paying for the broker too. And then for the summit, we have the hotel, conference center, food, and then we're also paying a CE broker for that. And then we have marketing at conferences, so traveling to the NASW, VMX, the Animal Care Expo. Those are some of the ones. I'm trying to remember what the other veterinary ones are, but yeah, we try to go, and we're still promoting our organization pretty heavily, and yeah, so those are some of our big costs.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. We are now getting into the lovely part of education, which I share the lovely co-director of education role with Rebecca Stevens, the lovely. I'm Lisa Wyborg. I'm a licensed independent social worker in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know if you got any other Ohio people here. I see some other familiar faces, which is really nice. I have a plethora of different roles that I do because I couldn't find one job that I just like to do myself. And I'll be talking about this a little bit more in depth in the breakout section. But I do have my own consulting business, Healing Paws, which primarily focuses on education, supervision, consultation for veterinary social work needs. I work part-time for University of Tennessee. Yay, go Vols, in their program as a program coordinator for a couple of projects within the Center for Veterinary Social Work. And then I also teach adjunct at Cleveland State University and faculty liaison, where we just started the Vet Social Work Certificate program. So if anybody here is looking to get their master's and Vet Social Work Certificate at the same time, you can do that all 100% online at Cleveland State. And work a lot with the field placement. So people who are interested in having like an animal related field placement or how to coordinate getting vet social work type of things integrated into the work that they're doing. So that's a little bit about me, and I'll turn over to Rebecca.
Thanks, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Rebecca Stevens. My background is in social work. I am Associate Professor of Social Work at the University of Sussex, which is in England, in the UK, where I live. I have been co-director of education with the IAVSW for 2 years now, I think. I guess I'm sort of working because most of the board are sort of America, Canada, and so my mission really is to spread the veterinary social work role across borders. So working really hard to create it over here in the UK, and have developed some amazing networks, and met some incredible people from all over the world actually, who are keen to get veterinary social work established where they are as well. So I see some of my people who have joined this. So hello to you all. Thank you.
Great. So, like I said, this is a shared role, and Rebecca has been doing a fantastic job. Prior to me coming on board, I just joined after the last summit. So there's a lot of things that we've been working on, some in front of the scenes, some behind the scenes, but looking at our monthly webinars that we've been having for social work approved as well as race approved. So we've had a lot of different countries represented, which is very awesome. We've had people who've been able to share what's going on vet social work related in many other parts of the country. I think our folks from the other day, they were from veterinarians from Argentina and shared amazing perspective of what it's like working over there with lab animals. But we also have a working group where we have small little tiny groups that we are working on little projects with. So some of those, I'll tell a little bit more about those coming up here. but looking at finding new initiatives, new speakers who's doing something cool out there that we want to bring in and have them speak to us, share their knowledge, and get those approved for continuing education. But Rebecca and I have both been speaking at different conferences. A lot of it is about vet social work and trying to educate on really what the core values are with this. And this is in the US as well as internationally. And Rebecca, I'll let you share maybe a little bit about some of that work you've been doing over there.
Yeah. So if you want to go to the next slide. Oh, yeah. So, yep. So, I suppose because veterinary social work isn't established here in the UK, it's been really important to, very gently, slowly but surely develop those links and those networks. And I've been, really lucky that actually the veterinary profession, animal welfare over here have been really welcoming of the idea. And because of that, I've been, given so many opportunities to speak at social work and veterinary type of conferences, and being able to write in veterinary and social work sort of professional, in the professional space. And I sit on the board as a trustee with our special friends over here and the Links group. So being, having the opportunity to really embrace the role and shape it has been incredible. And so because of these connections, it's getting the word out even more. So I think, a lot of my role is promoting the work of the IAVSW, but it's also encouraging people to know that it is possible to shape a brand new niche sort of speciality of social work. So these you can see on the screen are just some of the collaborations and work that both Lisa and I have been involved in.
And we're very excited. We get to co-present together in the fall. So I'm very excited talking about bringing just in the international part. We are the International Association of Veterinary Social Work. We can't do this without international partners. So it's exciting, to go to different places in the world and say, have you heard of veterinary social work? We still get that here in the US all the time too. And it's actually one of my favorite topics to talk about. So don't get me started. I think I could talk an entire 3 hours on this. But yes, so we have a few initiatives, next steps coming up here. So in our working groups, we are working on things like developing position descriptions. So if folks are looking for a resource to say, hey, I'm looking to incorporate a vet social worker in either my animal hospital or, any type of role that's maybe not traditional, here's a little bit of a guide of what that position might look like. We're also looking to have a free library on our website of different resources for people in our pillars of vet social work. So that will be things, related to grief and bereavement, the link, or harm to human and animals, intentional well-being, things that can be applied to all areas of the world. And then we're looking at kind of coming up with different program initiatives. Actually, we had this really great work group the other day that we kind of took this topic and completely changed it. So we're going to be looking at how we can help support folks who want to teach this type of social work, and what are maybe some of the tools that they can use in that. So again, we've had a lot of representation from different countries in the US, UK, Netherlands, and Canada, even in just our working group. So that's one tiny little part of the board here, and I'm very thankful for their time that they've given us.
We do have some quick polls for education, just to get your thoughts and feedback as members and those that are kind of interested in becoming members. Let's pull those up real fast if those are showing up for you, Rachel.
Membership.
Education.
Oh, sorry.
Also, if you have your pets, welcome. This is my parents' cat that has been neglected because they have not been home all weekend. And so she needs to be a pigeon right now. So if you see her fall off, she is okay. Um, so we have some questions just to kind of help us tailor to what you guys want to see from us, knowing that there's not a lot of resources out there or trainings out there. So if you could give us some of your feedback, that would be so great. Um, yeah.
Augusta, we should have put in some like answering questions music. So
Wish I didn't known, I would have brought my flute.
oh yeah, yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
know for next time.
I have my trombone
Yeah.
back in the other room. So yeah.
I played trumpet, so we could just start a like IAVSW band.
Yeah.
Who knew that? Who knew
Show.
the board was so musical? Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a talent show at the next summit. That'd be great. Dang.
We
Learn
have a
something
lot
new
of,
every day.
we have a lot of fun as on the board. So yeah. Oh, Geneva
Yeah.
karaoke. Yeah.
Karaoke. All right, I'm in.
That's gonna be a feature at the summit now, huh? So next year's summit.
A whole working group on how to have fun at karaoke. All right. All right. And you guys can answer those while we go into the membership, and then we'll also have a little poll too at the end of our membership. So I'll pass it over to Diana.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. My name's Diana Ferrantino. My pronouns are she, hers, and I serve as your membership director. I'm also full-time the social work supervisor at Blue Pearl Pet Hospitals, and I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about my work during the breakout, so please come see me there. But for now, I'll share that our team is focused on the intentional well-being bucket of veterinary social work for the most part, in addition to some grief and bereavement counseling and end-of-life support for clients. And we also have over the years created and sustained a national Masters of Social Work and Veterinary Social Work internship program. So anyone interested in the MSW space and the VSW space that needs to get their hours, please seek me out. We have opportunities everywhere. And I do just want to take a moment to review some of the key benefits of your membership with us. And so that is going to include networking. I know Augusta mentioned that's a very big piece of what we hope to accomplish, connecting with others virtually sometimes and definitely during our summits. We're going to hope that our new website is going to help make this a little bit more organic for us, because I know sometimes it's stumbly with the current one. I'll talk about that in a moment. But really being able to build those collaborations across disciplines is important to us. Training and education, we just heard from our awesome co-chairs, everything that they've put into developing that and continuing to support that. We're going to hear from Michelle today regarding equity and inclusion and really being part of a diverse and welcoming community that's committed to this in veterinary social work. We understand now more than ever in some places, this is an important focus point. Influencing the future of veterinary social work. So this is the place. Like, we are here, we are in multiple countries, we are doing this together. We want you to be a part of it. And resourcing, sharing together what are best up-to-date practices, what are you doing that's working, what didn't work out so well. Like, this is the spot we want to be able to share and collaborate. And so we do have over 530 members, which is awesome. That does include some non-members. So I want to chat about that for a moment. We did have, unfortunately, a decrease in our paid memberships over the past 6 months. So you can see it went from 376 to about 320. And that non-members are pretty popular. It's about 200 plus of non-members. So we just want to hear from you all. If we've got any non-members here, that's going to be the first poll question, but we want to hear from you all kind of what is your focus? What do you want out of membership with us? And so if we could launch these questions, we'll take a look together at what's important to you all. Oh, yes, Valeria, a non-member. Thank you for reminding me, because this was something interesting to all of us. There are non-members, right? So We know that's people who are signing up to receive our newsletter. You're receiving invites to our CEs, to our summits, but you're not transitioning to full membership so that you can really experience the full benefits of IAVSW. So you're not getting the discounts. You're not getting as connected as you can to others. So we really want to understand what's important to you to help with that transition and that conversion. So hopefully we can invite some of you into the full membership space. Thank you, Valerie, for keeping me honest always. Take a moment. And if it's possible to let everyone see the results, we'd love to see that.
I think we can share it at the end.
Okay, the membership level for disabled retired members or perhaps veteran members. So thank you for that recommendation.
We have a little over half that answered so far.
Non-clinical veterinarian. So of course, like this is not just for social workers, and that's part of what we want everyone to know from being here. And thank you for being here and not being a social worker. This is supposed to be a collaborative membership experience. This is supposed to be something that crosses different disciplines, and that's the whole point of how can we help make the advancements in the fields that we want to without help from others who are doing different work. Social work is very much a systems profession, right? So we need to understand and collaborate with all different parts of the system to make the impact that we hope to make. That includes consultants, that includes paraprofessionals, technicians, assistants, front desk, doctors, leadership, anyone that works in any space where the human and animal bond is a consideration or there is a connection between humans and animals. So this is welcome to everybody. So please know that you do not have to be a social worker to be a member, and I'm very glad we're able to clear that up because that is not what qualifies you as a member. Everyone is welcome.
I'll go ahead and close the poll and share the results.
Random cat people, yes. You could just be an animal lover. That's part of being in the human-animal bond and understanding it. So yes, absolutely. And thank you, Caitlin, for sharing that. I know you mentioned, this had been a super collaborative space for you in a previous meeting, so I appreciate that you placing that here as well. Yeah, I understand, like cost is a thing. We're going to talk about that for a moment in just a second, but okay, so as a non-member, what would be most enticing? So thank you non-members for being here so we can get this information. Free CEU, cool. That is something that members have access to. So that is something you would have available to you. Discounted IAVSW merchandise, also something that is available to members. So that is something that you would have access to. Discounted summit registration, also something available to members. So that is something you would have access to. So thinking about conversion, if these are the things that are important to you, these are things that are available if you are able to come on over to membership. And if, there's anything you want to share in the chat or email me directly, membership@iavsw.org. I'm happy to talk through that. IAVSW member, what's your favorite benefit? Perfect. Discounted summit registration, connection. I love 89% connection to others in the field. That's exactly what we want to see. And what would you like included? Okay, so we've got discounted or free access to CEU. Yep. Access to members only resources, which is what we're starting to think a bit more about. We have a directory, so absolutely you can share that out. And we've got those opportunities. So we will talk more about these for sure. We'll continue those conversations. I know my time is running short. So we're just going to be making some changes. We are going to be making some changes to the pay structure. Currently, a paid membership, professional membership, is $150 annually, which if you're a member of other organizations, it's actually quite low compared to other organizations. That's going to stay the same price point. We are increasing students from $25 annually to $50 annually, and there will be a requirement to use a .edu email address. We are not doing any digging beyond that. If somebody really needs this and they need to use a .edu email address, that's totally fine. Because we are keeping those membership rates the same, we are going to be doing group deductions. And so we're going to come at you soon with the results of all of that. It's still in the works. But there will be a format that we're offering. If you're grouping together a specific number of memberships, you're going to get a discount off of that. So that's going to come back to you with a bit more information soon. And then we are reimagining some of our organizational memberships. They're going to develop and really kind of transition over more into partnerships. I know Valerie is going to be speaking about that soon. For those that are currently organizational members, nothing will change until your expiration date. And at that point, you will be given the option if you'd like to transition over to a partnership. And so currently we do have a community blog feed on the IAVSW website that you're able to connect. We're really looking and hoping for that more natural way to do so on our new website. That's more coming on that soon. But please just keep posting. I'm going to keep responding, welcoming you all. I know that there are a couple of questions that still need follow-up. I'm doing some digging into those. But this is a space just to throw things out there and let me help you make the connections that you need if you can't do so yourselves. And please feel free to reach out to me directly if you just want to say hi or if you want to be connected to others. I'm very happy to be that person, and that bridge. Building and fortifying this community is very much why I wanted to be part of IAVSW. It's an honor to be here. We're very grateful you're here and part of this journey. And I hope to see you all in some of the breakouts.
All right, so Claire Johnson is our Director of Communication. She couldn't be here today, but she is the VSW at MedVet in Chicago. She does some really great work. She was able to present at the NASW along with Lisa, Dr. Poe, and Lori Maxwell, who is also at MedVet. So she is the guru behind all of our updated shirts and everything. So some of the stuff that we want to share out is that we've been working on a new website. So about 2 years ago, we switched over to the membership platform and stuff, and it's been a little bit clunky, a little harder to transition to that. So we're pivoting, going back to the basics now that we know what works, what doesn't work, and it's a learning curve in a newer association. So we're going to be having a new website coming out in the next few months. And this will allow just more of a streamlined process for connecting with members so that you guys are getting more benefits, because right now our non-members, they do have access to very similar things. So we're trying to beef up those benefits for our non-members. So by doing that, we'll do it through the website. Also, the goal will be to have a more direct, streamlined approach for our webinars, and there'll be a library for resources and things like that. And the other thing that she has been working on is new merchandise. So I always say, like, the social work outfit is glasses and a cardigan. So we try to update it and have some fun t-shirts under that too. So Claire put these lovely things together at the end of the day today. You guys will also get a discount code too, because this is one way that helps us continue to fund the work that we do and to highlight the work that we're doing. So we try to have something for, even if you do not identify as a VSW, but you are still supportive of the human animal bond. That's why we came up with the sit, stay, heal. Try to incorporate a little bit of everybody that is in our professional demographics. I'll pass it over to Michelle.
Wow, that happened really fast. That's me. All right, so I'm one of those random interdisciplinary cat people that the board picked up along the way. Hey everyone, I am Michelle Whitney. I'm from the Chicago area, and I recently joined the board of directors to serve as the Director of Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging. And I've been in this role since about March, but just a little bit about me. My connection to veterinary social work. It comes through a slightly different but very relevant path. I recently completed a PhD in human services, where human services has kind of a dotted line to social work through an interdisciplinary lens. My research focused on the pet loss experiences of African American adults. And as you all know, animal bereavement is one of the core pillars of veterinary social work. So I'm honored that my work is to inform your work in how we understand grief and support for underrepresented groups, both in research and practice. So I really have a passion for this work and what we all do. Other than that, I'm currently in the phase of determining what I want to do when I grow up. But I've had the opportunity to carry the message of my work across the country across the globe, I guess, this summer. And so I'm really happy to have the opportunity to do that. So I envision my role on the board to be about helping make sure that equity, inclusion, diversity, and belonging are woven into how we serve and how we lead and how we grow together across disciplines. And I'm excited to share a quick update on what we've been working on. We're taking it one step at a time. We're currently in a refresh phase, reestablishing the EDIB committee's purpose and structure and collaborative direction, making sure that we are in alignment with the IAVSW goals. We're asking questions like, or we're building this together with flexibility, creativity, and care. And it's been encouraging to see how people have shown up with fresh energy. And so we're asking questions like, who gets to feel seen and supported in this field? Where are the gaps in access for representation? And how do we make this space more inclusive, not just professionally, but culturally and emotionally? And we've had strong early engagement. We had about 8 individuals who expressed interest in membership in response to an email, that a communication that was sent out earlier this month or last month or something, and about and so there's been strong interest in genuine interest in being part of this journey. So people are showing up with heart and ideas and commitment, and that's been really energizing to witness that, especially during this building phase. If anyone is still interested, there was a bit of a snafu with the form that I had submitted. Please feel free to reach out to me, edib@iavsw.org. We'd love to have you on the committee as we are in this building phase, but we're still forming the committee structure, identifying roles. So now is the perfect time if you like ambiguous life. It's the perfect time to get involved at the ground level. So feel free to reach out. Very happy and honored to serve with everyone here. Thank you.
That's me. Hello, everybody. My name is Valerie. I recently graduated in May with a master's in social work and the vet social work certificate from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And just a little bit about my backgrounds. I actually come from the animal training world. So I was working in zoos and aquariums for over 16 years, still a dog trainer, also worked in shelters, vet hospitals, and a lot of other venues. So really like bringing my perspective into this amazing organization. And really one of my goals is to continue to bring vet social work to some unique spaces. So really working on spaces like veterinary social work in veterinary behavior. So that's a specialty. There's still less than 100 board certified veterinary behaviorists. I work for one right now, and the caregiver burden there is tough, right? So just spoke at a conference there. Going to be speaking at Clicker Expo in January, which is a huge dog training venue, as well as Zoo and Aquarium World. There's actually an organization called Grays that I've partnered with previously that is working on mental health in that space. So just really excited to be a part of the board and build connections as the director of partnerships. Okay, so as far as the main goals for partnerships, Obviously, we want to increase the number of sponsors. As we heard from the Treasury report, the sponsorships, the paid sponsorships are one of the biggest ways that we can support our mission and everything that we're doing, whether it's the day-to-day stuff or getting some of our members to a table at a conference or speaking and things like that. So historically, and again, we're a very young organization still, right? So we're still very young, but it seemed like historically we were kind of just really focusing in on those summits, which are every other year. So you can imagine the lulls in finances if we are only focusing on the summits. And so really trying to bulk up a more solid foundation year round. And that comes with year round sponsors. I feel like those are pretty approachable. It's on the website. I'll share it with y'all. But $250 is the basic kind of first paid membership, and that's for a calendar year from when you sign up. Also, the second one is just using a more business and marketing focused approach to gaining sponsors, and I'll dive into these in the next couple slides. And that last one, just streamlining processes and data tracking. So again, just a reminder, I shared on the website, this is where you'll find this chart. This is just kind of a brief overview. And this is a guideline. The cool thing about us is, as social workers, we want to meet people where they're at. So if you're like, gosh, I really want to support, what can we do? So we can kind of do a choose your own adventure where you might pick out a couple things that mean the most to your organization. And we can kind of do a la carte thing together. So each sponsorship is going to come with a MOU or a memorandum of understanding that I create and we collaborate on together just to ensure that everyone's needs are being met. And then we have a clear kind of checklist of how to move forward together. Also then just working on just kind of being a little bit more polished in how we're approaching other organizations and having meetings as far as asking for money. So that's a really big part of my job. And so I created a slides presentation that I use when I do meet, just to give people, not assuming how much people know about IAVSW, but giving them a little bit of background, where the money is going, and the benefits of partnering with us. And so not just sending out emails of, okay, here's the levels and will you choose us, really working on that connection piece with these organizations, because from those conversations a lot of other cool things have happened of we want to be a sponsor and we want to do a CE, or there's just or please reach out when you have the summit stuff ready to go and let's talk about that. So it's been really cool to be able to have these meetings with organizations. And then that last goal is just really trying to streamline the process. So there's a master spreadsheet that I have that has every organization that we have contacted or have thought about contacting. And just, I've gone through that and make sure that they're all in alignment with our goals and our values as an organization. And so really it's that first reach out of contacting, conducting that meeting with slides to have that, virtual in-person kind of connection points, and then helping them choose what's going to be the best for them. Also, we do have offerings for the summit in 2026 already. So we wanted to launch that sooner than later, just to give more time for people to simmer and decide what's going to be the best fit. But the nice thing about this, again, someone can be an annual sponsor, and then they can add in something from the summit on top of that as well. And then I create that little contract, that MOU, and then we're good to go there. So just trying to make sure that there's consistency with that. And then really just my ask from anyone here today is if you have a connection with an organization, please send a connection email to me at the partnerships email, and I will take it from there, right? So you might have just briefly met at a conference, or maybe it's one of your BFFs, I don't know, but also just adding money into some of those conversations and that existing relationship sometimes can get a little hairy. So to take that pressure off of you, then all you really have to do is say, hey, this person was interested when I was talking about IAVSW. Just let me know who it is and I will take it from there. So let me do the heavy lifting for you, but just always appreciative of any connections, because we have such a diversity of individuals in this organization, and just who you know is super valuable to us. I just want to say thank you in advance for any emails that might be coming my way after today. And thank you for your time this morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'll be going through an ethics report update, but just really briefly about myself. My name is Janine, my pronouns are she, her, and I am a registered social worker here in Ontario. So I've actually just about finished my MSW this year, which I did at the Toronto Humane Society, but I am also started my PhD at the Ontario Vet College. So primarily in the research space, everything from neglected tropical diseases to my interest in moral distress and moral injury. So yeah, really excited to be here. So I'll move on to the brief report. Yeah, so I just really want to take a moment to acknowledge that when I started back in December, I was taking over some of the work that was started by Jessica Rower. So really just a big shout out to her and that team. And they had started creating and had largely built a draft of the code of ethics that will hopefully be shared out to everybody here today. So over the past few months, that version was reviewed and revised by myself, by leadership, as well as the entire IAVSW board. And actually, like in a couple of weeks, when we have our next board meeting, be sharing back that final draft before it goes out one last time to the working group. And then after the working group, it will then be shared out to everybody here with the IAVSW. So we have a process there. If you're interested in being involved, though, the email's there. Feel free to get in touch, but that's my update. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you get to see some of the things that we're working on and kind of our process and where we hope to go from here. So we will take a little 5-minute break. We are going to put together the breakout groups and they will pop up and you guys can go into whichever group that you want. And then they will be about 55 minutes around there, about an hour to connect, hear our speakers, and then we'll come back. We'll have a longer break and then we'll come back and connect as a group. So thank you guys.
Michelle, you said you play trumpet?
Flute.
Flute. Oh, flute.
Yeah.
You played the trumpet?
I think Lisa was the
Oh,
trumpet.
Lisa had the trumpet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's hilarious.
All right.
Oh, no, Lisa does not have a
Valerie.
trumpet.
Oh, Valerie has a oh god.
Valerie.
Okay.
Oh, all
We
right.
have to get this band together. Okay.
Yeah.
I can karaoke and dance. Those are my strong suits.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That's all I
right.
got.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
Now, am I in the right group? Did I
Join
get into the
Oh
breakout?
yeah.
But no, she's setting it up and then
Yeah.
and then we'll move you and we'll move the speakers into the correct
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
So.
And thanks so much, Kate. So yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. I was I actually did a session this morning at the barn and
Oh,
I have
nice.
like a little brain fog from the humidity, but
Eh,
I'm gonna wake up now.
that's all right. Yeah.
So if you go to the bottom of your screen, you'll see the join breakout room section.
I clicked on it and then it left.
And it should pop up in another thing. And it has the different groups in
If
it.
you go to the more, like the 3 dots in the circle right next to
Oh,
leave,
gotcha.
that gives you
Breakout.
join
You're the
breakout
best.
room.
Yes.
Thanks,
And I think I
Valerie.
can manually put you in. The host can, yeah.
Are
And
we,
I guess
are
should
we
we
just
send
going in?
ourselves?
Are
Yeah,
we just
should we
going
send
in or are we being put in?
Yeah, you can go in if you know.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
I don't remember what I signed up for.
You can pick whichever one. There wasn't a big sign up, so choose your own adventure.
We have a question, what if more than one group interests us?
I know that's the hard part. If there is one that you're leaning more towards, but you want to learn about the other one, then we can connect you to those speakers if you want to learn a little bit more. Unfortunately, we can't record the breakout groups. Zoom has not gotten that advanced yet. So,
I'll see y'all soon.
and then Pam, you will go into the link one with Kate. Rebecca, you will go into the general VSW panel. And then Rachel, if you want to give Janine the co-host or host ability, she's going to stay back and see if anybody comes through, if they need to be put in anywhere.
I haven't got a link yet. Did you send me one?
Go to on the bottom of your toolbar in Zoom, there'll be a join breakout group. It's like 4 little squares. Does it pop up?
And I'm gonna go to my group.
Okay. Mm.
Hey guys, are you not able to see an option? Oh, sorry, I can't hear you, sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't see any options.
Nor do I.
Weird. Just give me a moment. I'm pretty good with Zoom and I'm not even seeing the option to move you into a room.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's why I'm.
Oh, that's okay.
Just give me a couple of seconds, guys, to troubleshoot.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys, I haven't disappeared. I'm just okay, here we go. Okay, which room did you guys want to go to?
I'm sorry, I don't know the options.
The link between human and animal violence, animal-related grief and bereavement, animal-assisted interventions, intentional well-being for professionals, environmental impact, or general VSW.
Mhm. Maybe I'll do general VSW if I could.
Sure. Okay, who wants to go next?
I'd like to go into the organizational well-being, please.
Sounds good. Okay. Hi, Winona.
Hi, I got kicked off and had to come back, so I'm just looking at a breakout
worries.
room to join.
Yeah, do you need help moving or?
No, I was just looking at them. Oh, now where did it go? Um, well, I don't see the links to the breakout rooms now.
Oh, no worries. I can move you. So do you, I can read them out. There's the link between human animal violence, animal related grief and bereavement, animal assisted intervention, intentional well-being.
The first one.
The first one.
Thank you.
Perfect. Hey there.
Hey.
Hey, everybody's in breakout rooms right now. Would you like me to move you into one?
Yes, that'd be great. Did this start at 10:30?
It did, yes.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'd be great with the breakout room.
Okay, do you want me to read out the options or do you know already which one you wanted to go to?
You can read them out for me. That'd be great.
Okay, the link between human animal violence, animal related grief and bereavement, animal assisted interventions, intentional well being for professionals, environmental impact on human animal relationships, and then general VSW.
I will do animal grief and bereavement.
Sounds good. Hi, Kate.
Hi, I didn't have the internet.
No worries. Do you need help moving to a breakout room? Hi, Hannah.
Hi, I'm on my phone, but I'm just joining on my laptop. I think.
No worries. Everybody's in a breakout room right now. Would you like me to put you in a breakout room?
Yeah, if you can put me in the well-being, I think one with Augusta and Dylan, I'll transfer over to that one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, you should have gotten an invite.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. I hope your breakout sessions were good. We have Rachel here, and I think Pam's coming back. Rachel, do you have the controls by any chance?
Yes, I do. We are going to take a quick break right now. So we'll take about a 15-minute break. And then once we come back, then we will separate everyone into networking groups, just to connect with different people and talk about your roles, what you're doing, get to know one another, everything like that. So we can, Augusta, if we good to
Yeah, take a break.
come back.
Yeah, I have us down for a 15-minute break. So do what you need to do, and then we'll just do an automatic breakout. So you'll get randomized into it. So
So
Sounds
if you
good.
want to be
the
back,
odds be in your favor.
so if you want to be back by like 11:30.
Yeah, I'll put a little timer on.
Okay.
Do you want to make me co-host?
Sure, yes.
Yeah, say we may actually I think she's good, but we may want to mute Kate Nickel because she hopped out and I think she's going to take care of her dogs really quick, but
Okay.
I noticed that she is not muted, so I don't want to
Okay.
invade her privacy while she's not here. So
Did it.
thanks. Um
Alright.
yeah, our breakout group, well, yeah, for anyone who's not taking a break and just kind of chilling on the computer. Um, we had a great breakout session, I thought. Really good.
I'm listening. I just gotta get a plum.
Sounds good. Oh yeah. Yeah, get that fruit. So keep scurvy away. So
Oh, Matt,
I just like to have fun, you know. So
I think we had the best breakout group. I'm just saying.
oh, okay. Wow.
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, don't even go there. We had the best way. You
So yeah, oh cool. We got the countdown. Nice. Who put that up? Augusta or Rachel?
Did that. And shout out to Bethany for getting me in that habit for the
Yeah.
UTK, the breakouts. I was like, oh, makes so much sense.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, ooh,
I'm so sorry, Matt. Oh my gosh, I had no internet. I'm so sorry.
no, it worked out fine, and Pam was there to with the assist. So
Yes. Okay, I
yeah,
freaked out. So thank you.
no, it was great. Yeah, and it gave Pam an opportunity, and I was just starting to get to know. Like I got to talk with Akiko a little bit, and then with Jasmine. So was just starting to get to know, and then yeah, Pam was able to say, "Hey, so I'm here," and
Yeah.
so
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, no, it
All
worked
right,
out
I'm
great.
gonna take a break because my
Yeah,
blood pressure's probably through the roof. Thank you. All right.
yeah, no problem. All right, we'll see ya. Um, yeah, so okay, Lisa. You said you oh wait, no, you're away, so I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but yeah. No, we had really good, really good breakout group with the link stuff and yeah. So oh yeah, Michelle's getting that plum. Nice. Oh, is it juicy?
Yeah, it was really good.
12 minute of the Matt show.
Nice. What's that, Augusta?
It's gonna be 12 minutes of the Matt show.
No, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna.
Yeah. So and so.
So I took my dog for a walk the other day. You want to believe it? No. I need a laugh track. I, but I usually have my own laugh track. So, hopefully I'm not scaring people away. How's our count looking? So,
A significant drop.
what's that?
I said we had a significant drop.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Just, oh shoot, this guy's rambling on. Awesome. Actually, yeah. I think I will take an opportunity to step away and give everyone a break from hearing me and my lame attempt at jokes. So,
I can set some music to it.
oh, nice. Yeah. Uh, Sweet. All right, I'll see y'all in 10.
Neat. Back. Let me see. So what we are going to do, going to give it a try. So it's speed networking. So it came out of the 2020, the 2020 summit, and we had it was, I don't know, it was like an app or something that it was a feature, and it randomized two people and you talked for like 3 to 5 minutes. You got to connect and then it shuffled you and then put you in other groups. So that's what we're going to try to recreate. So you guys will be randomized into groups for 5 minutes, and just a chance to connect with new people from new areas, see what they're doing, share resources, do what we do best as social workers. So I am going to move some people around. So if you're in one group, you can not be alone. So give me a second and then we'll just do that. Let's see. I will randomize this. All right. So like I said, it'll be 5 minutes and it'll be random. And so I will send a thing and then I'll just manually put you guys into another room after that. And then we'll reconvene at 1 o'clock, which is where we will share those codes with you, any last minute ideas or gratitudes. We always like to give a shout out to the Center of VSW at UTK, where they always kind of end on gratitudes, which is a really beautiful thing. And then we'll share about 2026. So, all right, I'll see you guys shortly. Let me see. There we go. Sweet. Oh, okay, I didn't do host. You get ready for your move?
Yesterday was my last day at anti-cruelty. The last 2 weeks, abnormal events. It has been, yeah, the last 2 weeks has been
Just like random things that they need support with, or
no, like, so we do wellness fairs a couple times a month, it was from April to October. And our last wellness fair, like we've had like minor incidences, but our last wellness fair, it was like a freak accident. Like the both dogs were already seen. And the woman was driving away, and her dog rolled down the window and jumped out of the car and attacked a very small dog. And it was in a spot that like everyone saw it. Like the people attending, all staff, all volunteers. And yeah, it was not good. And it was like right at the beginning of the event. And then like I was the one that was like I was the one that was asking like what support systems do we have?
yeah.
And um they had people in. Oh.
I'll put you back in a room, Pam. I think you were in. Where were you?
You're on mute, Pam.
I was in a room with Amy, but she couldn't unmute and she was off speaker, so I don't know what happened.
Okay, I'll put you in. I'll put you in a different one.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so I was the one that had asked about it, and they don't have someone that they have like used before. Like anytime there's incidences, it's like, well, go to your manager for support. And I'm the one that previously had said like a lot of our staff that are animal handlers don't trust their manager. There's no psychological safety. So like if they're going there to like vent or talk about what happened, they're also concerned about like if I share exactly how I feel, are they going to tell me that like I'm not cut out for this
Right,
position?
like yeah. Use it. Ugh.
And then the person that they used, she's done like de-escalation trainings for us before. And I didn't feel like I needed to like join in. But then when people were telling me after, they're like from their perspective, like they're like, it went well. And then they went into details. I was like, that's not what a therapist should do. It's like the exact opposite. Like,
right? Yeah. Yeah.
and then
It's
I
such a
looked,
slippery slope.
yeah, I looked through her training and history, and she has like nothing related to trauma, no certifications related to like, not that you have to be certified, but like nothing in her LinkedIn related to trauma. And then she has a website that's like very flashy and like pretty. I kind of want to share her website with the board just so no one uses her.
Right.
Yeah. And her focus is primarily like building trust with leadership.
Gotcha. Ugh. Let me 5 minutes up already. And then let's see if I can manually launch next section. whip them around. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so it was,
Yeah.
and then initially it was just open for the people that like saw what happened at the wellness fair, but
Mm-hmm.
then we had an incident in our lobby. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, oh.
Did it work? Oh, no.
I'm not going to room 9.
Go to room 9, Whitney or Michelle.
But now you on my list, Augusta.
Oh,
Call me Whitney.
I know. I blame my husband because he was like, Michelle, Whitney, Whitney, Michelle. I was like, stop. Don't do that. Because he was trying to remember who everyone was. I was like, do not.
So all the breakout rooms ended. Do you know that?
Yes, and then it was supposed to move you guys automatically into another one.
Oh no.
yeah. You cut me off. I was learning all about Chrissy Krang, and then she was in the middle of telling me a little bit more, and you just cut us off. So
So rude.
yeah.
Really?
Maybe it's not going to work out great.
No, I think it's working all right, but yeah, it's just we're figuring it out.
I had to, no, it's doing something completely different. I think we're in a retrograde. I'm going to blame it on that. I don't know if we are.
Yes.
But
there was
I'm
a full
gonna,
moon this week, that's for sure.
Yeah.
there's something going on.
There's